ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? Did you have a good weekend? And you, Skeggy Koi Pond, I see you. And while we're on the subject of Skeggy, at the moment, Skeggy is doing a 10% discount. But if you want that 10% discount, that will roll until the 10th of October. You need to put in the discount code TWISTED in capital letters, and then you will get 10% off your purchase, whether it be bits and bobs or food or whatever. 10% discount, Skegness Pond Supplies. All you got to do to get that 10% discount is put TWISTED in capital letters in the discount box. And also, once the 10% discount is finished, every person that has put the discount code TWISTED in the discount code on the website, Skegness Pond Supplies, you will be entered into a draw for a £50 voucher off Skegness Pond Supplies Limited. So, you know what to do, folks. If you need stuff or you want to stock up on a few bits, get across to Skeggy's channel. Get across to Skeggy's website, Skegness Pond Supplies. Fill out your order. Go down to the discount code, put TWISTED in capital letters, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, 10% off all your purchases. Absolutely awesome. Job done. Well, like I say, sorry there was no weekend waffling, but I spent most of the day doing filters, and that was about it. I say that was about it. I did prep the airing thing that I got from Rod. What I've done is, even though it's got little Jubilee clips on it and all the bolts are facing the bottom, what I've done is I've gone round with self-amalgamating tape, and I've taken away any chance of sharp edges or anything. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the bottom drain to see how that goes. I've got a length of sinking airline. I say sinking airline, it's fucking rock solid. Mind you, it is a little bit old. I'm going to attach that to it and then run it up into the filter house, and then the air pump, spare air pump, will then go on there. And that's the job first. No, it's not actually. That's going to be the last job. The first job is I'm going to get... Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to come back to you. Susan's calling me. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Sorry about that. Susan gave me a call. I've forgotten where I was. The music just kicked back in. That will be relevant. That will be relevant later on. Anyway, where was I? Done Skeggy. These are doing really well over here. They're wondering why I haven't fed them yet, because the old hair's been off for a little while. There's Susan's Akamatsu, they're looking really bright. Like I say, there is loads of little ones in there. There is a few bigger ones in there as well from the growing on tank. But honestly, if you see some of the iridescence on some of these, it's absolutely unreal. And some of them look like they've got no gill plate, but it's almost as if it's see-through. It's really weird. A couple of possible Tanchos. Not the toe side, but the fry. They will be available for moving on. Another little possible Tancho there with a nice face pattern. Oh, what the fuck are you doing in there? He shouldn't be in there. Oh yes, he should. I put him. See, look. I've opened the door, so they're all hanging around the window, because they know the routine. And it's almost been a week, and the Sumi on one of the Benny Kamonru is already starting to change. Leave that one open. We'll come in here. This is working absolutely lovely now. I've got that new air pump on there. They've all come rushing to the corner because I think I'm going to feed them. But now what I do is I chuck a little bit more than that. This is 2 mil growth, and it floats and it sinks. And then what I do is I get a mixture of that's a mixture of 3 mil Vitality from New Forest Koi Farm and 4 mil Suri. And that goes in there like that as well. Let's give them a little more scoop. Here we go. I'll push that too and leave them to it. Little bonsais are still growing well. They're doing alright in there. They'll get a handful of food in a minute. Won't feed these until I've finished fucking around with them. And I don't mean that literally. I've just noticed me Matsuba is going to have to go in the salt bath after the Tancho, because he's knocked his head. How he's fucking done that, I don't know. And there's a very good possibility that the Matsuba down there will be being moved on. And not sure on Lazarus yet. The Ginri and Tancho show is going to go over to the IBC tank, ready for collection from Saggy. Won't move that over there because it's way too big, just like I didn't move the Harawaki over there because it's way too big to go in the RBC tank, so they will stay in here for the minute. But the Harawaki is going on the 18th, as is the Deutsch Kinki Matsuba. So that'll be one less in the IBC tank and one less in the main pond. And I'll tell you what, having that fish and the Makashi disappear, that's going to be leaving a big hole in the pond. But I've got quite a few, because the one, the Ginrin one I had in the bowl the other day has already just started changing again. It's starting to lighten up, look. In fact, hang on a second, because there has been a drop in temperature the last couple of days. Whew, yeah. Now, that was sitting at 26 degrees 2 days ago. It's now sitting at 21.9, 22 degrees. That's a big drop. 4 degrees in 2 days. That's a drop. Could that be why it's now lightened up again? This is one thing we will follow with interest, because it will be staying here at Twisted Towers. Because whether it turns out to be a Sorogoy at Suri or it turns out to be a Ginrin Chiba, I'm still going to keep it, because at the moment, whichever way you look at it, the markings are very Shiro-esque. Now, that being the case, and if that is right, that means then that you've got either the Charatsuri, the Hiyatsuri, or the Shiroatsuri genetics in there. Now, is it possible to actually mass produce something like a Sorogoy at Suri? Definitely be interesting, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to drink a cup of tea. Oh, talking about cups, there's going to be a giveaway later as well. Stay tuned for that one. And at that moment in time, this moment in time even, I'm going to put you down and I'm going to get on. Well, hey, well, my gentle cups, what a difference a couple of hours makes. The sun comes out and it's warming up again. These are looking like food. Yep, these are looking like they want more food. So, we shall oblige them in a momento. There we go, that's better. So, yeah, we'll oblige them. Oh, did you see that? Oh, reflexes. There's a little one. There's a second one. Skeg, I'm going to need some more junior premium. Anyway, yeah, what have I been up to? Well, I've been in here sweating one's nays off and listening to music. I've put all the tools and that away, but we've got him all fitted in place. Don't make no noise while it's running. Come down along the wall, out there, and then we'll join it up to the air debris thingy that I've got out here. Ooh. They're doing good. Once I finish this measuring of the fish and stuff, they'll get their daily crab stick chopped up. They'll get theirs as well over in the toe side tank. They fucking love it. And it's damn good protein. So yep, I got the bowl out, I got the net out, scaffold boards there because I was sorting out the airline coming out there that would then come down and join to the airing debris that's over there. And what I'll do is I'll finagle that into place on top of the bottom drain dome and we'll see how it goes. If the big ones don't like it, then I will move it over there. Which means taking all that down, but hey, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. We don't know these things until you try them. And as Andy from Koi Pond Lifestyle says, don't knock it till you try it. And every day is a school day. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So what I shall do is I shall pick you back up once I've got the first one in the bowl. The only one I don't think, like I say, I really don't think Betty's going to fit in my bowl, but Susan reckons she might. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up all my fishes so that I can enter them into the Koi Control app. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is with the Koi Control app, when you put your measurements in, it gives you an approximate weight of what the fish will be, and then you can go to the food calculator and estimate, and they give you an estimation, depending on your water temperature, on how much to feed to get the growth from that you want. Now, the reason I'm going to do it is because I want to compare the amount of food I chuck in during the course of the day and the amount of food that the Koi Control app recommends I put in a day for said growth at said temperature, and see where they meet each other. If they do, I'm probably throwing in more than what they say, but they don't seem bad for it. So anyway, let me put you down so I can get the first one in the bowl. Now, here's the first one in the bowl. My Kia Suri, coming in at 47 centimetres, and I'll put the date and the size of what it was last time I had it in the bowl to measure it. A little bit of carp pox on the fins, but nothing I can't live without. But yeah, really do love this fish. When I bought this, it came from exclusively Koi, and I won it on an eBay auction that I'd forgot that I'd put a bid in. And yeah, it turns out I ended up paying £20 for it. I ended up paying more for the delivery than I did the fish. But there we go. My kit Suri. This one isn't going in the koi control app. This one is going to be moved on. It is Japanese. It came from World of Water Shinfield. I couldn't tell you who the breeder it was because it wasn't me that bought it. It was Susan and Jordan. But as you can see, it's got a beautiful robing. Got perfect white on the tips of the pecks. 30 centimetres he is. And he's starting to put the old size on now as well. Right, I'm not going to keep her in here for long. This is Susan's Asaggi. Now at 55.5 centimetres. Again, this was a World of Water fish when she was very, very young. I think we paid about 30 quid for her, 35 quid. She's looking absolutely stunning. So yeah. And here's my Easter shower that Mike from Koi Beginnings brought me last year. Was it last year? But looking beautiful. That Sumi is really starting to deepen up, but it has dropped back a hell of a lot. This one's sitting at 44 cm at the moment. Yeah, really happy with this one and the progression it's making. There's still a lot of Sumi to come back. I have seen Sumi and I've got photographs of it, Sumi in these back areas. So yeah, once it starts coming back, she's gonna be a cracker of an Easter shower. Absolutely beautiful. What is it with fucking Asagis being feisty? Jujus, this one, the big one. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. And those that can remember me picking this up at the All England Koi Show last year. Yes, I know, got a shimmy, don't care. But if you can remember me picking this up last year, it wasn't even the size of my camera. Some real nice development on there. 32 cm. Look at that white. Not sure if it's male or female, but like I said before, I'm hoping I get one of each, because that would be amazing. But absolutely beautiful. Couldn't even see it. Look. Absolutely beautiful. Well chuffed with that one. I got to admit, this one is still my favourite. My Hoshkin shower from Simon up North Koi Pond. I mean, the black on it is just, look at that black on it. Tell me that is not beautiful. The Shiroji is beautiful, the Sumi's beautiful, the Benny is brilliant. Oh yeah. She's now 30 centimetres. I've actually got a certificate for this one, made up by our Simon himself. But yeah, really do love this fish. And I know if Stubbsy had his way, he'd have it out of my pond. Lickety split. But yeah, such a stunning fish. And I'm really, to be honest, I'm really enjoying watching the progression of this one as well. But once this Sumi starts to fill in, oh my word. I'm not sure if it's male or female, but either way, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, that's my Hushkin shower. Right, this is another one I'm enjoying watching the progress on. My Kanako Suri coming in at 26 cm. One of 4 that I bought last year. One of them is in Ronald McDonald's pond. One of them is in the IBC tank to go to Asagis. And I think for some reason I lost the 4th one, but this one was the best of the bunch. Well, for the best of the bunch for my taste. But the Sumi is looking lovely. That's going to be one beautiful Suri. And looks like it's male. So that's a male Suri and male Suri. I've got a female Suri. That's to come in the bowl as well. The female is from New Forest Koi. So yeah, I'm hoping that either that Ginrin Suri that's there, just coming past the window, couldn't have timed that any better, could it? Hoping if that one turns out to be male as well, I got 3 different Utsuri males that I can put with a female Shiro. Oh, we'll roll the dice and see what comes out, but oh my word. also gives me a male Shiro Utsuri to put with my Ginrin Sorokoi. Yeah. Oh, and this is one of the things I love about Ricky. Ricky's got this little mad scientist thing about him, you know, and it's like that. Well, what if, you know? What if? Give it a try, roll the dice, see what happens. If it comes out crap, you know not to do that next time round. But yeah, that's my my Kanako Suri. One day I will have a really nice Omasako Shiro in there. And as Beck said on my boy's koi auction last night, I've always, ever since I got into the hobby, because when I first got into the hobby, I was going backwards and forwards to Cuttlebrook a lot, and Mark loves his Suris, and yeah, that was where my love come from, and I always said I'd love to have a pond of just black and white. So a mixture of Shirotsuri, Matsubaki and Komonru. Oh, absolutely beautiful, because unlike a pond full of just Kahaku, you've got so much variation there. But you could say you get so much variation with the other 2 go. See, I, as you know, I'm not a lover of Sankey's, but there is one at Ricky's that I do keep eyeing up. Oh my word. Yeah, there is one at Ricky's I keep eyeing up, but for me, out of the 3 Ghost Hanky, it's got to be the Showa, and that's purely because it's just a Shiro Utsuri with red patterning on it. So. and the one thing with Shiros, Showas, a lot of people don't give them enough time to develop before they think, oh no, it's not doing what I want, I'll get rid of that one. You've got to give them time to cupcake, especially ones that are from a decent breeder as well. Anyway, talking about Utsuris, Let's see if I can get the Charlotte Suri in the bowl now. I can't wait to see him in the flesh. Yeah, oh yes, he a beauty he is. And he's the daddy of my Chagoy that's over there in the Tosai tank. So, and scaling on that is looking wicked. Anyway, let me get him in the bowl. Yeah, that's it. This one's the daddy to the Chagoy that Simon's got up North Koi Pond. And the pale Chagoy I've got in my Tosai tank. This was a fish my dad bought me. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. And in fact, it was actually a Charlotte Suri that actually started my love for Utsuris. Many moons ago, there was a forum open day at Cuttlebrook Koi Farm. I've actually still got a couple of the things that were put in the old koi mags about it, and Mark actually invited me back a couple of days after the forum day, and so we went into his Nisai house, and I was in there about a few minutes, and I was like, Mark, what the fuck is that? He said, oh, that's a Charlotte Suri. And I was like, and he went, basically a Chagoy with a perfect Shiro or any type of Shiro Utsuri banding. That was it then. I was hooked. And like I say, me and my dad only went to World of War because he needed a couple of fittings that I just didn't have. And yeah, walked out of the bank and I was just like, Dad. And he's like, yeah, he bought it for me. But yeah, sitting in at 51 cm. He's doing well. He has lost 2 scales though, the little shit. You can see he's lost 2 scales down the back there. Not too fucking happy. But that wasn't through netting and bowling. I noticed that a couple of days ago. Go on then, sunshine. And see. And that's the other thing, see, I'm doing it all within the pond itself. Yeah. That way, causing minimal stress, you know, getting them into a net, then socking them, then putting them into a bowl, then taking them out of the bowl with the sock and putting them back into the pond. It's just as easy just to put the bowl in the water with the fish, and then it cuts all that extra stress out. Can you see what I mean? Not stress for us, but stress for them. Yeah? Smarter, not harder. This one is my New Forest Koi Farm, female Shiro Suri, and when I brought her home, she had a lot more sumi around the top of her head, and you could see the bands coming down either side. And she has done a bit of a body growth spurt because it was looking a little slim when we got it, but yeah, she's shot up lovely, and she's coming in at 42 cm. Still a hell of a lot to do with this fish. Hell of a lot to do. Really good body structure. It has put a little bit of chunk on. Maybe she's got egg in her, but I'm not worried. Absolutely beautiful skin. That's veined up ever so slightly. Always does when you try bowling it. But yeah, that's my New Forest Koi Farm Shiro Suri female. Oh, this is the fish that everyone seems to gravitate to. My Ginrin Sorogoi. A little red patch there. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe she's done that with the net though. Matsuba. She's coming in at 58 cm. And she is beautiful. So I'm not going to keep her in there long. So off you go, sweet pea. She's gone. Here's the Matsuba, and it has knocked its head, but it's not anything I need to treat at the moment. Like I say, it will go in the salt bath in a bit once I've finished rounding them all up. But yeah, 49 centimeters Oya Matsuba. I can't call it an Asagi because hang on. The only places it has Benny is a little tiny bit on the underside of the pec fin and the underside of the jaw. But other than that, absolutely stunning fish. And once the temperatures drop down and the Sumi starts coming back up, and it's still got a lot of growing and a lot of development to do. This is the King Kabuto that was gifted to me by Adam and Amanda Beyer on the GKP day, because I helped Amanda and Adam out by bagging and boxing fish for them because they were snowed under. This was before they had a member of staff, bless them. But yeah, coming out absolutely stunning. And I mean, look at that metallic luster. Can't wait to get a bit more size on this. 24 cm at the moment. I'd say it's put a good 10 cm on so far. Yeah, there's my my King Kabuto. Now this is the one everyone keeps asking me about, and I thank everyone for checking in. This is the Tancho, and the hole has practically gone. There's a tiny little bit left there. After this I've got two more if I try Betty to do, but let me spin you around. As you can see, look, the hole itself has closed up practically. Alright, baby. So yeah, let's say she's never going to be a big fish, and she will end up with a scar there. The scales just won't grow back, but she will end up with a scar. But yeah, there'll be another Tancho. Here we have the Shisui that came up from Marge's. Beautiful Shisui. Absolutely beautiful Shisui. We say, Susan doesn't like it. I think she's beautiful. I do like the white in between. I like to see the blue skin as well, but I do like a nice clean white. Like that. Yeah, the Shisui coming in at 39 cm. Looking beautiful.
you better be making a move now.
Yes.
It's really
Yes.
half-3.
And we'll be hitting traffic.
Yeah. And
You don't out Newbury way, or
Whenever rain.
I go whichever the phone tells me to go.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, that's,
All done.
That's what we use.
We did manage to get Betty in the bowl. She literally just fits in. She is just over 65 cm. So not quite the 70 I thought, but she bloody big. And I tell you what, she bloody heavy as well. I didn't get her on camera in the bowl because, you know, when you got some of that size, you don't want to keep her in something like that for long. So yeah, it was a case of measure her up, check her over, and chuck her back in. So now that that's done, I can try getting this airing sorted. Come back to you in a bit. Right, well, that's the airing thing in and working really well, considering I've only got on a 30 litre a minute pump. It does reaffirm. It does. Sorry, the message just come up. It does reaffirm my what's the word I'm looking for? That I don't like air rate bomb drains. I can't see the fish properly. It looks good because there's loads of air coming up and it's oxygenating and everything. And to be honest, I think what I'll do is I'll probably run it through the night and then have it off during the day, because this I'll say full speed this is going at the moment. You know, you can see what you're doing right in the corners. Oh, that bit of blanket weed from letting them up. They're doing in there. But yeah, can you see what I mean? I mean, I have put a tapping line, so we'll see how well that works. No real change. Don't think the fish like it, to be totally honest. Right, setting it down. Look, I've got it almost fucking shut up and still nothing. Oh fuck me, that's restricting it right down. See, that I can cope with. Right, it does look a little bit better with it valved down, but all they seem to want to do now is just go round the outside, there's no gliding across the middle or nothing like that. It has completely changed their behaviour, and that's valved down. I don't know, I really don't know. And I know I've got everything set up now, and it would be handy if I'm doing PP treatment or something like that, but to be totally honest, I honestly think that the only time that's going to come on is... Sorry, but just a message come through from Ricky there, sorry. Yeah, to be honest, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have it running through the night for the time being. Just maybe it'll help clear the floor through the night, I don't know. But we'll practice with it, and we'll have a fiddle and a fettle with it, but yeah, I don't really like having the valve it down that low just to get a little bit of air in there, but you know, it's one of them things, maybe I just got to live with it. Oh, the other thing as well, those that don't have big bowls like me and use tubs from, say, Home Bargains or something like that, whether it be a blue stacker tub or anything, I've just found in Lidl's, well, I say I just found in Lidl's, I found in Lidl's yesterday, they're actually doing stick-on measuring tapes. Stick-on measuring tapes. And it's proper 3M sticky. So yeah, I'm going to chuck one in there for the minute. Along there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, at least then I can measure them before I bag them or move them on or whatever, etc, etc. So yeah folks, I'm going to sit down. I did all that and I forgot. I'm giving a cup away. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-off because I will never have another one of these. This is a colour changing Twisted Koi logo with I See You on the back. I will also supply with it that's the feet for the coaster, a Twisted Koi coaster. Feet for said coaster. Now you're all wondering, what have I got to do to get this mug twisted? Now, earlier on in the video I was singing a song. That song was called Don't Bogart Me. Now I want the film that song featured in the comments. All the correct answers will be put into a draw for a chance to win a one-off Twisted Koi mug. On that note, guys, I'm a Twisted Koi. You lot out there are always great, and we will catch you later in the week.
That's all, cupcakes.